What's going on? It's your boy Chris Wright, and welcome back to another episode of a Quick Little Word podcast. As always, I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't gonna keep you. You know what I mean? So based off the title, you can already tell what we're about to talk about. We're gonna jump straight into it. We're gonna talk about the man, the coach, the mogul, the mentor, but most importantly, the father. That is Deion, Coach Primetime Sanders. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Deion Sanders, man. And I wanna preference to make sure, that I state this early on in the video that it's bigger than football. So this ain't one of those, sports videos where we about to be talking about sports and what he got going on and doing that. Not so much really. You know what I mean? I wanna focus a little bit more on the family man that he is and the inspiration that is in itself. Because it's a black man watching another black man be so involved and intentional with his kids and what they got going on is such an amazing and beautiful thing to watch. When you look at it and you sit back, like for somebody like myself, I've been tapped in for a long time, you hear me? Like I remember watching them when they had their own little reality show on network. You hear me? I remember watching Shiloh when he was passing gas and fought in class. You hear me? So like it goes back. I've been tapped in with the family. You hear me? And then you look at the fact that he has 3 kids at school enrolled with him. And like, look, don't come on here being politically correct. I know Charlotte graduated from JSU. However, he has 3 kids at school with him doing their thing. He's coaching 2 of his sons. And the other son, Deion Jr., is the mastermind behind everything that we see and we get to enjoy on a social media aspect. You hear me? Like, he does an amazing job, and you got to give this man his flowers. Plus, he a rapper, and rightfully so, pretty doggone good one. So if you're not tapped in with Deion Jr. music, please do so. You have one daughter, playing basketball at CU. Another daughter, the other daughter, the oldest, DeAndre, who is in the entertainment industry. She doing her thing. I just was tapped in and saw that she just wrapped up a big project. This man kids are doing amazing things, and he's tapped in and involved with everything that they have going on, but he also involves them in everything he has going on. We've all seen KFC commercials. You know what I mean? Like, that is such an amazing and beautiful thing. And the reason why that's so big and important to me is because as a black man, and knowing that black men, we get a pretty negative rap when it comes to being involved with our kids, things like that. And is some of it unfair? Yeah. But like when you look at Coach Prime, you can't help but to feel like, man, like I want to be that type of father, a father that is involved and literally like just hands-on in his kids' lives. Like he's been coaching his kids since they were small, like peewee. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big deal to watch a man literally watch a man on TV and stuff, like just be so involved from so young and still now. And I feel like Coach Prime is in a sense a father figure to a lot of us who may have not had the father figure that Coach Prime is. I see a lot of people on social media talking about like, man, like shoot, I wanna put on on a uniform or shucks, I just want to be better as a person because not only is he's a great father, he's a coach, he's a mentor to many, he's a man of God. That he's a man of God, you hear me? That alone is like the bar is set so high because like when you look at his posts and you look at he's posting scripture and you can tell it's coming from a good place. Regardless of how you feel about him as far as coaching and stuff goes, and if you feel any type of way about that, you just a hater. You just a hater. You know what I mean? Because like he's just doing things his way and he doing it differently. Something new, something fresh. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you look at the scripture, the encouragement, the motivation that he posts, how can you not be encouraged? I know just in the last couple of weeks alone, I'm like, man, I'm gonna get my shit together. You know what I mean? Like, let me tighten up and get this workout in. Let me plan out my next couple of days. Let me plan out my content. Let me sit down and get in my word. You know what I mean? Let me be a better father to my kids. Not saying that I'm not, but you know what I'm saying? It just like make you want to tighten up and just do good. To see him winning and doing good and how he treats his kids, man, it makes you want to do the same thing. And I think that's an important quality. And I think that's something very important as a black man looking at another black man do that. And something I feel like is interesting, I think it's funny. And I think some people like, they so literal and he's so too goody two shoes. It's the power ranking that he does for the kids. I think it's harmless and I think it's funny. You know what I mean? And I think looking at that, it's like, man, like you can still be daddy and you can still be playful and have fun and know when like to draw the lines and things like that. And granted, we only know what they allow us to see, but just based on what I see, man, like I want to have the relationship with my kids like he has with his. And you can't deny the fact that he's an amazing father. Again, regardless of how you feel about, his style and his coaching and stuff like that, man, listen, he is who he is. And the one thing I like about Coach Prime is that he's been consistent. He's been consistent. Now, when I really started watching football, I'm a 90s baby. So when I really got into football, he was on like the back end of his career, getting ready to retire, rolling out and stuff, you hear me? So I didn't really get to see prime Deion. But just looking back on like the highlights, the old videos and the interviews and stuff like that, another thing that I'd appreciate about Coach Prime is he's been consistent. He's been consistent about who he is. Like this man has not changed a diverted. He's been a very confident person. And I think that offends people. And his confidence is rubbed off on his kids because there's some confident children. There's some confident, and I say children, young adults, man. His kids are adults and young adults, man. So let me just, clear that up. But they are very confident and they get it from their daddy, respectfully. And that's a huge quality because like, as someone who hasn't always had the highest confidence, man, like watching Coach Prime is like, yeah, I'm just like, you hear me? Like, I know I look good. I know I smell good when I step out. You hear me? When I feel like putting it on and dressing up, I know I'm stepping. I know I'm clean. You can't tell me that. And a lot of that comes, you know what I'm saying? Like I already had like a little bit of confident mindset, but like it's like 10 times through the rule watching Coach Prime talk is talk and walk is walk. And that's another thing. It's like he backs up what he said. And one of my favorite quotes from him, and it's so many, but one of my favorite quotes from him is, don't let my confidence offends your insecurities. And that could be a little bit off, a little bit wrong. So, you know what I'm saying? Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's something to that nature, you know what I mean? And I think that's so important. It's such an important quality to have as a man. You know what I'm saying? Is to have the confidence when you step in any room, when you parenting in your kids, when you being a husband or a partner to your spouse, is to be confident in whatever role that you step in when it comes to your family. Like, be that leader that they need. And Coach Prime is an extremely successful leader. That's what sets him apart from a lot of people on social media and online that we see. And I think that's why a lot of people, you know, are kind of jealous and get offended, is because he's an amazing leader and people follow amazing leaders. Because not only do I want to be a better father, like, you know what I'm saying, like, strive to continue to be the best father to my kids. Like, the motivation and the stuff that he be spitting and saying, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be, it makes you want to be an amazing friend, you know, sibling, husband, wife, whatever it is. Like, it just makes you want to be a quality and valuable leader. And a lot of people say, oh, it's all about Coach Prime. And it's not about the players. Man, it's bigger than football. And that's what y'all missing. Because the people in the staff, in the players that surround him, I guarantee you wouldn't be there if they didn't believe in him and believe in his leadership and the man that he is. And a lot of that has to do with the father that he is to his kids. Why do you think, this is my opinion, why a lot of parents feel so comfortable with sending their kids off from when he was in Jackson to now, sending their kids off to be with him? It's not just because he's Deion Hall of Fame, NFL football, you know, Sanders. It's because they see him and how he interacts with his own kids. That is important for a parent who is sending the 16, 17, 18-year-old kid off to be in a completely different state in a lot of cases. You know, you trusting that this man is going to protect your baby, keep your youngin' safe, and make sure, like, you know, they doing what they got to do, stand on them, but at the same time, giving them life lessons that they can take with them beyond the football. Those parents trust this man. Just based off of how he is with his own kids. And I think that's the part that a lot of people miss. A lot of people just look at it like, oh, he only getting recruits because he's Deion Sanders. Yeah, I mean, sure, that has something to do with it. But everybody can't do that, though. That prime effect that we all love, everybody don't have that, and everybody can't do that. You can take another NFL star, put them in the same position as Coach Prime, and they may not have the same success. Because that man of God is walking in his purpose. And a lot of people hate that. A lot of people hate that man of God is walking in his purpose. And people gravitate to good energy and positivity. And that man is good energy and positivity. So, like, when a parent, you know, is looking, like, you know, those kids looking at, like, where they want to go to school, and they gravitate towards Colorado, it's not so much, in my opinion, I don't think it's all of the, oh, you know, he knows so many people and the celebrities and the stars. Like, nah, man, he's an amazing father. Like, just, if you just look at the content that his kids post and the interactions with them all and the way he loves on them all and the jokes and things like that, man, like, who wouldn't want to be around that type of positivity? Even some of the coaches, a lot of those coaches have known Coach Prime for a long time. They followed him from Jackson, from, when he was coaching Pee Wee and high school and all of that stuff, man. It's a reason why. It's a reason why. So my message, if you don't take nothing from, what I've said and what I've discussed, and to black men, to black fathers especially, and I mean anybody can get something from this, but specifically black men, black fathers, if you need someone to look at for encouragement, positivity, wisdom, examples on just life, how to be a good father, how to be a good person, how to be a good leader, tune in and tap in and follow Coach Prime, man. Follow Coach Prime, because there's something for everybody. And here's the thing, man. Here's the important thing. Take what you need and leave what you don't. Because everything ain't for everybody. We know that. So the things that he may speak about that may not be, something that you can really use, just leave it. You know what I mean? But take things that you can utilize. For me, it's a little bit of everything. It's the confidence that he preaches about and that he is, and how he carries himself when it comes to it. It's his involvement with his kids. It's the man of God that he is. It's the encouragement and wisdoms that he spreads, because he literally rubs off on everybody. And the people that don't like him are just haters. I don't care. Y'all can call this video whatever y'all want to call it and say, oh, you bandwagon and you D-riding and all of this, that, and the other. Look, how you feel about me ain't going to change the way I move and change things over here. You hear me? But you can't discredit that man for what he's done for people across this country. It's so many people that have openly said on social media that they don't even watch college football, but they tap in. You know what I'm saying? It's women that like, man, I don't even watch sports, but they tapped in. They pulling for this man of God. You know what I'm saying? Like, his kids got to be so proud of him. You know what I mean? And I know he's so proud of his kids. Look at him. The four of them are like striving in life right now. And and rightfully, like, if we being honest, they all just getting started. Like, they haven't even peaked. Man. So, like, take what you need, leave what you don't. But just tap in with Coach Prime, man. Just watch his movement. And you don't have to, and hey, that's the thing, you don't have to be a football fan. To feel that electricity that he is. You know what I mean? It's bigger than football. It's bigger than the field and anything like that, man. This man is a light to so many people. He's goals to so many people. Like, when you sit back and you think, and you put, if you put full well-known figures on the table, and you tell them to pick one, and Coach Prime is one of those people, who can you honestly put up against him and be like, man, like, he motivated me and it made me want to be a better person, a better individual, you know what I'm saying, a better father, a better athlete, a better coach, a better leader. Like, who? And I think it all boils down to confidence that he carries and the way he carries himself, man. So, yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I think it's real. And here's the thing, and I do think they'll win several more games this season. But I think most importantly is that if they don't win anything else this season, right? That they have already won everything else. You think about that. He's taken a brand new team with pretty much all new players, entire new coaching staff, and he's brought life into a city, in an organization, a community, a team that was pretty much just lifeless. And he's doing everything people said he couldn't do. They went from being the worst roster in college football to being 3-0. That in itself speaks volumes, you hear me? But that's because the leadership is so profound. And here's the thing. He believes everything that he says. And he believes in himself. And in return, other people, those players, those coaches, his kids, they believe in him too. Because see, you can tell when somebody is putting on a front, but they're a little timid, they're a little scared. That man ain't scared, man. That man walk the walk and talk the talk. And again, like I said before, he's been consistent. He's been consistent in who he is and how he handles his business and conduct himself. And that's what I love. I love the confidence. You know, some may call it arrogance. I beg to differ. You know, confidence in he wears it well. He wears it well. So shout out to Coach Prime. Shout out to the entire Sanders family, man. Keep doing y'all thing. You know, we as a people, as a community, we love to see it. We here for it. We celebrate y'all. We celebrate you, Coach Prime. You hear me? You've been an inspiration to me and so many others. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know to my partners, like we watching. We've been watching. We tuned in. We tapped in. And we really appreciate it, man. Like I said, it's like just watching everything that Coach Prime has done has really made me just like tighten up, you know, and be more disciplined in every area of my life and the things that I got going on. So without further ado, man, I'm going to let y'all get out of here. You hear me? But look, before you go, if you stick around this long, go ahead and look in the description. Get you some Patience merch. Get you some Patience merch. You know what I'm saying? I know you like music. I know music then kept you like it kept me. You hear me? And music is therapy. Music is therapy. You know, them songs be speaking for us when we can't speak, you hear me? But nah, all jokes aside, man, look, y'all be cool, y'all be easy. And until next time, hopefully it won't be so long. Peace.